Welcome to FEG Army Radio live stream and backstage pass.
What up? It's Mad DeFi.
FEG Mod, Paul MC.
If I want to create more site money, I'll sell a little bit of that FEG, but I'm not going to have to sell near as much FEG to get the same amount of money out of it as I would if I did it right now.
Paul, are you on the Ethereum side or on the BSC side?
I'm sorry, say again, please.
Are you on the Ethereum side or on the BSC side?
Yeah, everything I own as far as FEG is on the Ethereum side.
Okay.
And I was extremely surprised last night when I was looking at the transaction fees. They were outstandingly economical. So I don't know what the hell they've managed to do with Ethereum, but Ethereum's transaction fees, at least in my case, are coming down dramatically.
The eventual price.
Say what, please? Someone chimed in a little bit. Hi, Anna. Can I hold you for a second? I put Marcus on mute because he was blasting us, and I told him that when I got done, I would unmute him and give him an opportunity. So, Marcus, here you go. 3, 2, 1, boom. You're on, bud. What do you want to say?
Sorry about that. I had my mic on and I didn't realise, and I was talking to my son. So I'm really sorry about that.
Well, if this makes you feel any better, of all the various voice chat mods that get told, turn your mic off, damn it, I'm the number one candidate. So I'm right there with you, brother.
Thank you, man. Okay, I wanted to ask you, please, Paul, about farming gold and Richie, and whether it's worth it now to take out what we've got staked into staked in FEG out and put it into farm.
Here's my personal opinion, and I have to, in order to be fair and truthful, I have to add this disclaimer with respect to personal opinions. Okay, that investment strategy needs to be decided by the individual investor, and I'll use myself as an example, and you will use somebody else who I will not name. I do not have any farming. I have half of my bag staked here in the exchange, and I'm keeping my other half out there to take advantage of the potential price increases. However, this other individual is very heavily invested in farming, and this individual is reaping rewards that I am not. That doesn't particularly bother me, because all that means is he will become a millionaire a little bit sooner than I will. Oh well, I'll live with that. So you have to make your own decision with respect to whether you want to farm or not. I can tell you, however, that this individual is reaping considerable rewards in his farming effort. But to get any more specific details, I would refer you to the people at Gold Farm itself. And one of the key guys that I love to talk to is named John Arthur, because he's a staunch FEG supporter, as well as a pretty serious bag investor, and knows FEG inside and out, as well as coming over here and teaching us about gold. So if you get a chance, I would talk to John Arthur, who can fill you in on additional details. Okay.
Yeah, nice one, Matt. Thanks. I really appreciate that, bro.
Okay, bud. You take care.
I have a follow-up question to that.
Go right ahead, bud. Go right ahead.
When you're staking, so you're staking half, but you're not farming, right? So
in my case, I decided to take half my bag and stake it about the third day after staking was opened. But I did it for semi-altruistic reasons. Okay, let's be clear.
Well, help me understand the staking in this particular platform. That's because not to cut you off, but it's just so you're on the east side. I am too. and
Okay.
you're staking your FEG for FE, correct?
That's correct.
And then is it permanent, or you could withdraw any time? Is it a specific time? You just stake as much as you want for however long, and just pay the transaction fee in and out. Correct.
That's correct. However, there's what you'd call a investment decision that has to be made, because one of the individuals that's pretty new to FEG posted a question in the text chat that said, "This staking is a bunch of crap. I mean, I'm losing my ass." And after you follow up, you found out that this individual staked and unstaked 5 times in 1 month. That's not a good strategy. Okay,
Yeah.
you get hit 2% going in, and you get hit 2% going out. Why? Because our original FED contract says so. So if you're going to stake, you need to leave it in there.
So you
In my case,
if I'm gonna stake, I'm gonna stake for the next 6 months.
yeah, so in my case, I went ahead and staked 3 days after it was offered, but I did it because I want to promote the health of our exchange, and the tokens that are put into the staking pool are used for this process called transaction validation, which is a wholly separate and highly technical discussion that's not pertinent to this conversation. But for a healthy exchange to survive, it needs a certain amount of staked tokens, and it needs a certain amount of liquidity pool tokens for the exchange to grow and survive. So I decided that I don't know much about this thing called impermanent loss, so I'm staying the hell away from liquidity pool for for a while till I figure out more about that strategy. But with staking, you don't have any worry about losing any of your tokens. So I put literally half of my bag in staking. Now, what am I going to get out of that? Well, because of my decision to put it in staking, the FEG contract says that I will be earning FETH instead of FEG tokens that I would normally get by just sitting on the beach with my feet propped up, with a pina colada in one hand and my phone in the other, watching the FEG tokens just roll right into my wallet as I absorb the afternoon sun. That's called frictionless rewards. And that's built into the FEG contract. They just roll into your wallet. Well, now, all of a sudden, I'm doing staking. And in the staking, I earn ETH, essentially. Well, okay, how am I going to get those rewards? Because the ETH contract doesn't know anything about those rewards. ETH is just ETH. But if you create a brand new contract titled FETH, now the programming code, one moment, please. Sorry about that.
No, listen.
I want to make a statement. Sedufio Bruno, I had to inadvertently mute your mic because you were interrupting our conversation, most likely accidentally. And I do apologize for the inconvenience. I will unmute you in a moment when I finish this one conversation. Thank you. So, by wrapping around ETH, that contract code for the F token is now communicating with the contract code of ETH. And now, not only am I getting rewards just for my willingness to stake, which turns out to be 0.12% of every sell transaction divided amongst all the pool holders, but I still get my deflationary rewards. I'm not getting them in FEG tokens that just roll into my wallet, but the programming code of all this transaction says, hey man, he's a FEG owner, he still gets his rewards. So figure out how much money I would have gotten over a certain length of time and translate that into the same dollar amount in additional ETH that I'm earning, along with those 0.12% of transactions. Now, when I first staked, our exchange was pretty damn new, and there weren't that many tokens listed, so the transactions taking place on the exchange were pretty low. So my rewards in staking were pretty dismal. That was not a surprise. That's not why I staked. I staked to help produce health on the exchange. But now things have changed. Look at all the different reward mechanisms there are built into our exchange. Add that to the increasing popularity of all these people that are just chomping at the bit to get their tokens listed on our exchange. So those tokens can now be bought and sold. And because I'm a FEG holder and I'm in the staking pool, that contract says I get a piece of every sell transaction that takes place on the exchange. Notice I did not say I get a piece of every FEG transaction sold. No. Because I'm in the staking pool, I get a piece of every sell transaction on the exchange. So when we start processing 50,000 transactions a day, 100,000 transactions a day, 500,000 transactions today, and I get 0.12% shared among the pool for every one of those sell transactions, how much money am I going to make by being part of the staking pool?
What an interesting speech. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I appreciate the question.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's just staking, and that would be coming from FETH. You're going to continue to get that from your staking in FETH, and you can. I mean, you're going to have to pay the fee, but you can get out of that anytime you want to. Also,
Anytime you want. But a smart investor understands that once you go in and go out, you have to be able to receive enough rewards to at least pay for those taxes, so that you're not losing money when you pull out. So if you're going to go in, you need to go in with the attitude that you're going to leave it there for a while.
When will this token be released?
One moment, please. Your name is Jafar Z, or something along those lines. I have muted you because you were accidentally talking over a current conversation. I apologize for the inconvenience. Once my current conversation is complete, I will unmute you and welcome you into the voice chat. Okay, Crypto, continue, please.
Okay. So now I'm just getting insight, and it makes a lot of sense. So, like you said, you have to, as an investor in the FEG ecosystem, you kind of do have decisions to make, because you could sit and just hold your FEG, and that's fine, and you're going to get your frictionless rewards. You can go into staking, which will be a transaction fee, but you get benefits in ETH, which is is one of the top coins. So you can benefit in ETH, which is always good. Getting ETH is a good thing, right?
Yep.
Or you can use it for farming. Using it. It's not, but farming, using it for farming, and reap the benefits from getting. On Gold Farm, we get 3 different outlets. So
Right.
So if I'm whatever one is paired to FEG, I'm gonna get gold and whatever Richie or whatever. So
Right.
So these are 3 options, but in those 3 options, you don't lose any FEG, because you're not selling any FEG. You're just using it to gain more in a different platform. So
Right.
On top of that, you don't need FEG to wrap other coins. Yeah, this project is ridiculous. So you could actually, it's like you said, stake half, farm the other half, and then take your current bags of whatever else you have and wrap that to reap benefits on that also. This is amazing. But yeah,
we in the voice chat community have started using kind of a universal word for our FegRock's lead dev, and that is, this guy's crazy good. I mean, man, he writes code and gets it registered faster than we can write up the documentation to explain what the hell he's doing.
I mean, that's a good thing, man. It's like,
it's crazy. It's crazy good. It's like, holy, you know what?
I'm pretty sure he's a bot. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
FegRock's a bot, bro.
He's some sort of artificial intelligence masquerading as a human, huh? Okay.
Look, I'm telling you like this AI thing, I ran across this program that does copywriting, for ads. If you do a lot of ads, or It does AI copywriting. All you have to do is put in the words, and it'll come up with exactly what your ad is for whatever it is. And I'm saying that this AI is pretty soon in the next, we'll realize that some of our best friends might just be AI. Like in crypto, we might actually be talking to a sentient computer that doesn't, that just won't let us know, hey, look, man, I don't have a body, but I love you guys.
Well, what's scary about that is it's developing enough sophistication, in my limited opinion, that it won't be too long before communicating with the computer on the phone will be indistinguishable from communicating with the human. Matter of fact, the way we will be able to tell that it's a computer program is it'll be communicating with us so perfectly that it couldn't possibly be a human being.
What's that?
Now, let me interrupt for a moment, because I told an individual here that I put on hold that this individual could participate. Let me scan down and see if these. Very cool.
Yes, it's really good. Yeah.
Do you like that? Do you like that particular farm as opposed to, say, Gold Farm, for example?
I'm actually also in the Feast Farm and Gold. So I'm in three. I'm in three.
So you're a rather sophisticated investor, aren't you?
I wouldn't say sophisticated. but I'm just taking advice from some mods. They've taught me how to invest in Feast first, and then once you do it, then it's easy to know how to open up the other account, which is Richie. And I did it straight away. I feel sorry for people that it's their first time, because it is a little bit confusing.
Right.
But it's really good. I got quite a bit of awards from that, both FEGs and Gold, and also Feast from the first one. So I would strongly recommend Farming for extra rewards. I heard that staking at the moment is not really that great at the moment if it's less than 1 trillion.
Right.
So is that right?
That's our approximate dollar value that we recommend. If you have $1 trillion or less, don't stake it. You'll gain more rewards in the deflationary system, because we don't have enough transactions taking place yet on the exchange. But that day of reaping pretty decent rewards from staking, that day is approaching faster than many people might think. Now, let me make a word of caution with respect to Richie. Gold Farm is one of our official partners. Richie is not. The only connection we have with Richie is our lead dev, FEGROX, was asked by the lead dev in the Richie group to help out crafting the contract. Other than that, we have no official connection to Richie.
Yeah, for sure.
So just keep that in mind when you go looking for help or situations like that. Okay.
Yes. It's.
But congratulations on your investment strategy. I think you're going to be making more money than I am. But that's fine. That's fine.
I don't think so. I have less than you in FEGs, but anyway, now because what I was actually thinking, at the moment, I'm going to leave it in the Richie Pool farm, and then when staking in on FEG gets better, I might move it. But I'm not sure if I will get any fees for moving. I haven't looked into that yet.
Yeah, that's something you're going to want to take advantage of. Now, one thing I want to remind you with respect to the FEG token itself is the FEG contract is very specific. It says any transaction. Okay. So if you don't have your FEG tokens just sitting there in your wallet collecting rewards, pull it out, put it in for any reason or any situation, you're still going to experience that 2% tax. So you want to factor that in with respect to not necessarily where you want to invest, but you want to factor in how long you want to. If you're not participating in the voice chat specifically, I'm asking everyone to mute your mic so we're not picking up this background noise. Thank you. Okay, Anna, continue. Well, I'm sorry, I was the one talking, wasn't I? What I'm saying is, it's the length of time you keep your FEG in. You want to factor that in so that you're at least not going to lose because you didn't make enough rewards to cover your 4% tax, because you're going to get 2% going in and you're going to get 2% coming out.
Yes, for sure. Well, it hopefully the staking, fake staking won't start until next year. Hopefully, I'm not really sure.
It's my personal opinion that my decision to stake is going to reward me handsomely long before the end of this year. I suspect some pretty decent rewards are going to be kicking in for me, probably no later than the, say, end of January, maybe even the end of June. It just depends on how rapidly the rewards process in FEG exchange grows.
Are you talking about January next year, or are you talking about June next year?
No, I'm talking about this year.
This year, January? You mean July?
Yeah, June or July of this year, yeah.
Oh, goodness. That sounds good. Don't say that.
Well, it's still an estimate on my part. And to be honest, it's more of a guesstimate with a G, guesstimate instead of estimate. But it's a guesstimate based on a solid foundation of knowledge. So I'm not just pulling numbers out of the air when I make a decision and tell people that. Okay.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you. It was nice chatting with you, Paul.
Thank you, Anna. I always enjoy chatting with you. You have this. I'm going to step out of character a little bit and tell you that you have this lovely, sultry female voice that I just love hearing, Anna.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, thank you so much for that. I never thought.
I do have to let you go, though, because there's somebody else who has a question, please.
Yes. Okay, take care.
You bet. Who has the next question, please?
Hello, good evening.
Okay, we have two people, but it looks like Oko Eric.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's up, bud?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear
Eric,
me?
Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, I can hear you.
Very good. What's your question today?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, please, I went to Trust Wallet to find out that there are many other
Eric,
many FEGs.
Eric?
So which particular FEG is as in the
Eric, I want you to listen to what I'm saying.
you guys
Eric,
Technical difficulty. Thank you for listening to FEG Army Radio, live stream and Backstage Pass.